drag about 5 yards down to the 32. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll set into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Every day, any day. Check. Check hot route. Hot. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 50. Check. Fresno. Kill. Watch the safety creep.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Allen. Pass incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now the first carry here for Franco. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At their own 46-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Let's get it. The 46-yard line. 11.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Flush to his right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Devon Kennard. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go. Hey, orbit. On the ball. Hey, we're going Mike 40. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after one on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd and 12, Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alpha. Tackles.
From the gun, it's Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Monday. Hey, box truck.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped.
Alert! 58, Mike. Hey, Echo.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They snap it to Stafford. This one complete to Lacey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
40 got. 40 got. White.
To the air again, Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Allen now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Switch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
319. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Watch the curl. Check. Alert.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 2nd and 7, Stafford.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
22!
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Check. Whole team spill. Hey, home. Hey, Charlie. He's checking. Crash.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Check 52.
Singletary again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They run here with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
Hey, we got 25 to Mike. Brilliant. Half. At 25 to Mike. Hey, Delta. 25 to Mike. Get the ball. At 25.
Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
All 52. 25 to Mike. 25 to Mike.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Stafford on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Monday. Let's get this. Hurry! 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. All day, baby, all day. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
He's back to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Hey, tight. Hey, Zoo. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I got one. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 20. I'm going to come back to you.
Now Allen. Open man, here's Foster. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Watch twist.
They go right back to Singletary. Space to maneuver at the 40. Room here to run. The 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us.